He had a successful business and risked it all for his family.
I make something good for my kids.
They came face to face with death.
I actually lived in fear like every single day.
And then they came to America. His father was forced to leave his homeland and his business behind for the sake of his family's safety.
Well, he says when the violence escalated, he knew it was time to pack up and go. Metro Detroit was his destination. Sandra Ali has this family's journey to freedom.
This is the story of a local man who went to great lengths to save his children. He faced danger and risked his own life for a chance at a better future, even if it meant starting over.
Osama al-Rawi grew up in Baghdad and never imagined he would leave his beloved homeland. But when doctors diagnosed his son Dara with autism, like any dad, Osama knew he had to do something.
He used to be like a loner. He used to not speak to anybody. He used to just have his own world, you know.
He wanted to help his son, but in Iraq, he couldn't get him the help he desperately needed. That's when Osama decided to find the courage to move his family to the U.S.
When I'm coming here, my son is so sick.
At the same time, the violence started escalating in the family's tiny village in Baghdad.
In my country, it's so dangerous when you go to the school and come back in the home. Yeah. Every day, some teacher call me, or there's some bomb in the school, some bomb outside, inside the school. I'm scared. After that, move all my family outside in my country.
Osama's oldest daughter, Sally, says she'll never forget the violence.
I actually lived in fear every single day. I felt unsafe in my own country, you know. I felt unsafe, and it was just you never know when to expect a bomb or an explosion or a suicidal bomb that will come.
Sally describes one afternoon when everything hit too close to home.
Out of nowhere, we heard this very loud bomb.
After their evening prayer service, they started to make their way back to their village. As they got closer to their house, Sally says she had a gut feeling something just wasn't right.
And as soon as we got home, I rang the doorbell, and then boom, right in the place that we were gonna get in, an explosion happened, and it was just everywhere. Glasses were shattered, people were screaming, and then the house was just brought down. I definitely worried about my family, worried about what would I do if I died, or what would I do if they died, who would I live with.
What is it? Is it color?
It wasn't long after the al-Rawis packed up everything they had in their house into a couple of suitcases. They say they left their homeland for the safety and freedom of the U.S.
And it was just a dream to me.
Osama says he knew he had to sacrifice his successful job as a business owner in Baghdad and start all over here in the U.S. to give his children hope and a fighting chance.
I make something good for my kids, for my family, and for everything.
You wanted a new life.
Exactly.
Now, Dara is finally getting the medical help and therapy he couldn't get in Iraq.
We've seen a huge change. He's interacting with so many activities and people, and that's actually a huge change.
Along with her brother Dara, Sally is also making huge strides. She's getting straight A's in school, and she's also enjoying quite a bit of time on stage as part of her school's theater department.
We're thankful that we're here. Yeah, it's like a new life, you get so many opportunities that you don't get in there.
And while the al-Rawis had to leave all of their extended family behind back in Iraq, they are making new friendships now in their new home in Dearborn. Back to you.
Boy, it didn't sound like they had a lot of time to bring as much as they wanted to, but at least they're here and they're safe.
And a new life, which has been the promise of this country for
generations.
So many. Yep.